right, when it comes to representation within the IT and AI spaces of the tech world, i.e. Silicon Valley, even though Silicon Valley isn't what it used to be, you got a lot of these people that have moved abroad, moved to Austin, Texas, moved to Atlanta, other cities, because the Bay Area of California has just become egregiously expensive. And I would imagine the state of California is going to lose a lot more people in 2025 just because of the cost of living around the country is unbearable. So, and then the state of California has been very egregious, and it's one of my favorite states. Just came from there, but it's one of those is what it is situations. Now, when it comes to representation within these spaces, Silicon Valley's black representation doesn't get enough attention at the end of the day, family. So today I'm going to be talking about Alex Wolf, who you see behind me, who's an award-winning tech speaker, brand strategist, and author of Resonate for anyone who wants to build an audience. In her hometown of Brooklyn, New York, she was open and gracious and shared ideas about everything from which kinds of gentrification are welcomed events to early startups and tech as designers of our the page known as MySpace. MySpace definitely takes me back to my 20s, because that was back when being on social media meant you had to get on the computer. You couldn't just be on your cell phone. I mean, most social media is taking place on cell phone, not a computer. Back in my day, because I'm in my 40s now, but when I was in my 20s, the only way to get on social media platforms, MySpace, Facebook, Black Planet, you had to do it via a computer. And the concept of even going live online was non-existent at the time. So anyways, her hand-picked and curated social posts turned into a business. Boss Babe, which is a subscription-based online community for the same demographic that she sells to before turning 25. She consults some of the biggest companies in the world on their marketing strategies, and people like this are not just amazing, but they prove that going against the grain of the regular 9-to-5 lifestyle makes her journey that much more interesting. The article also stated that her takes on real entrepreneurship are stepped with the sentiment that innovators today are spending too much time trying to figure out how to sell more ads and not enough time trying to figure out how to sell actual products. Not even Apple is safe from her reprimands. Isn't content a product, she says. And she says, the interviewer asks, and she says, I think it's both. She responded, the production of it is definitely a service, but the merchandisability is the product. When cable hit, they realized that they could make a toy for every show. If you weren't making a toy, then you could at least promote a product. So content is a marketing vehicle of the big media companies. They know they can use it as a vehicle to sell their actual product. And heck, everyone, and I definitely mean everyone, has become a content creator, especially specifically in the year of 2025. And it makes so much sense, especially given the fact that society spends so much time on social media. Why not make it profitable for yourself and especially your family all at the same time? And at the end of the day, our commentary on today and tomorrow's world of social media content creation makes her ahead of her time. The article ended on this note stating that she said, and I quote, I hope this doesn't sound corny, but after a few months, I have talked to someone who was pretty established manager in the art and music space. And she said, I told him a lot of these stories of people not giving me credit and doing these weird things, like, I don't know if it's in my head or if they are really just pushing me out. And I told him I really feel invisible, she stated. Keep in mind that this is the really successful manager who manages very successful artists and is used to dealing with people when they are down. And he stated, started sending her Wikipedias of superheroes that could make themselves invisible. He said, I want you to think about your invisibility as a power. So after some thought, she said, well, I think that is the power, because the same thing about the king who really didn't know what was going on. The king never is going to pay attention to this person, and that gives me an advantage. They won't see me coming. And at the end of the day, always being in the light, there's so many millionaires and billionaires we'll never hear about because they keep a low profile online. They're not out and about showing the world that they are as well to do as they are. And they're just letting, if they do put it out there, they're just letting know, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? But they're still not going to be looked at as like an Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg. So these things matter, and you should take it into consideration. All right, so Miss Wolf, keep up the great work. Don't forget to check out Larry's Anything Goes. Sell a variety of products. With these tariffs, I don't know if it's going to make my products come in later than normal. So we'll see what happens with that. But check out the online store. Remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2025, time if you own something. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual, or timely investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL Stash, acornscrypto.com, Coinbase, all those platforms. You'll be able to make some money moves. Thank you for those who donate to the PayPal, donate to my Cash App, and donate to my Venmo. It's always greatly appreciated. So, do the great thiefy things like share and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves so you can live like fools in Spanish. Welcome to the life.